Gonna go live, just by that picture. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, here we go. Right, I'm not sure how long I'll be sticking with the rest of this playthrough because of the old ding every time I fucking do anything. Really quite frustrating.
You've styled your hair that way for ages now, Leliana. Why don't we do something new with it? I'm used to the way it is. What about our commander? He does something with his hair already. Oh, it does look very nice today.
I don't.
You mean it just gets that way on its own?
Not entirely.
Yeah, I find that ringing noise incredibly irritating. I don't do too well with high pitched noises, and it just being as constant as it is, every action, well not every action, but most actions cause it to happen, which is really quite frustrating and sucks.
Inquisitor, the beasts of these woods are fierce. I fear I would not presume to... You from that day onward. Inquisitor.
Why am I suddenly in combat?
Ooh, scary herd. And it's working. Well, great.
found another side quest. What the fuck? I have done.
Inquisitor, are those herb wards? Herb wards. Those could assist the soldiers. I take it you've met Baron de Mortizan?
And you are?
Dunwich, your worship. The Master's scribe.
De Mortizan said you were dead.
I'm merely late, sir. I was not to return until I'd gathered evidence on the Nox Mortar. He would no doubt appreciate... I'm afraid, the Baron has made us...
Do this for a particular reason. Number one, those are side quests I'd forgotten about. And number two, this should give me the best Vitar, which is a helmet for Canary.
This, whatever this is, it must be what de Mortizan wanted.
Rather chewed upon.
Oh, ding ding. Yeah, I've got the sound effects turned low, just in the hope of minimising the noise. Oh, I go the wrong way. No.
That Dunwich yet lives while I was so certain of his passing. The Maker smiles on this endeavor.
Your scribe Dunwich mentioned something called the Nox Morta.
Ah, yes. I have yet to lay eyes upon it. Pray do not request details so soon. Not when concrete evidence lies yet unturned.
Oh, don't get old, kids. It hurts.
I've evidence of your Nox Morta, I think.
Yes. To observe the mark of the teeth. Let me see. Gurgut and Gurgut. But this. A beast unclassified. interested in the bait presented. What lies before us is an opportunity to greet the unknowable. Yet I confess fear, knowing I lack the skill to confront it. Surely Andraste's herald does not share my limitation. If you would take the bait and confirm its existence, I would be in the Inquisition's debt.
What can you tell me about the Nox Morta?
Mere scraps of knowledge gleaned from bloodstained papers. They speak of a creature enamored of shadow lurking in the darkest places. Silence pays it favor, concealing its odd bulk until a stretched mouth takes its prey. Of course, some of my colleagues deem the beast a mere fancy.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
One sec. Okay, let's kill these fuckers first so they don't get involved. They shouldn't even be alive, to be fair, but whatever. Fucking ow! Don't run away from me.
Mortizan said to place the bait here. We need to find a good spot.
How long before this Nox mortar takes interest? Maker, is that? That was not what I expected.
Best bogfisher ever.
The Mortizan will want to hear about this.
Yes. That's only 20. Well, that's 24, so that's not better. That gives me 5 attack, 8 critical, 9 strength. It gives me 9 attack, 9 critical. Gives me less strength, but yeah, no, we'll stick with that. Cheers. Wow, that was not what I was expecting. Come on, who's aggroed on me still?
I once saw the Empress's arse.
Congratulations.
Well, I didn't. I drew it, and someone said it was a good likeness. That's a story about trust.
Oh, Sarah. So strange. Yeah, I'm about to inform him that his beast of legend was a fucking bogfisher, which is like disappointment. Okay. Turn this in, makes everything complete in the game aside from the Trespasser DLC.
Pray, do not keep me in suspense. Your haunted stare speaks plainly of an encounter with the Nox.
Is the Nox Morta a bog fisher by any chance? A large, aggressive bog fisher?
Bogfisher. That quaint nomenclature inadequately describes its lesser kin, and here is whom they must serve.
Why didn't you...
I told them to have proof of its existence. So when enlightenment comes at the cost, permit my humble gratitude to reflect the risk taken, your worship. Where's Dunnage?
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Okay, cool. That's this map complete. God damn it. Okay. Oh, actually, no, I should. Yeah, I should take a minute to get a bit more of this. Need to make my fire and ice stuff, my tier 4s. Please don't aggro on me. Let me just walk on by. Yeah. Ooh. So I've got 38 now. Yes. Alright, let's go back to Skyhold. We're going to make an ice staff and a lightning staff, so I've got one of each with me. Oh, that fucking noise. Even turned down, it's still really irritating. It's a glitch. I've hit level 20 Inquisitor level, but it keeps trying to give me...
We're marching soon.
It keeps trying to tell me I've leveled up, even though I've hit max level. And that's what that noise is. Unfortunately, it's doing it at every... Exit a menu, travel from one place to another. It'll probably do it as I come through this door. Oh, really annoying. No, okay, got away with that.
Pitter patter, up and at it.
+5. Let's do that under there. Kill. Critical damage bonus. Barrier damage bonus. Thunder on hit. 12% attack. Armor penetration. Oh, that's a sexy one. Okay. Now we're gonna go. Where were we looking at? We were down here somewhere. Yeah. Pull the abyss. That's. Quite a cool thing to have on. There you go, most of the enemies I'm going to be meeting in the near future are going to be 10% chance, 5 seconds of walking fortress, just running around invincible all the time. Yeah, I can go with that with my lightning staff. Heal and kill. Critical damage bonus. Barrier damage bonus. Is it the same here? Let's go with the armor penetration as well, I think. Critical damage, yeah. 100 on hit, 12% attack. Yeah, that's going to increase my chances of getting that, yeah. So it happens when I come out of there, does it? Lovely. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Utility class, defense class. Dragon ribbon. Okay. Spirit. Fire. Magic defense. That's going to be a good way to go, I think. Fire. Cold. Oh, I read that one, didn't I? Shit. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, now I see they look different. Hold on. Melee defense, yes please. Spirit resistance, fire resistance, magic defense. Okay, let's chuck a bit of spirit resistance in there. Put that together. Cold, fire, magic and melee. Spirit. That's plus 32 magic though, fucking hell. That's what I'm wearing. I'll probably stick with this one for now, but we got spares with me. Alright. Okay. Inventory. Of course.
Your worship.
Okay, I'm about as set up as I can possibly be. Let's do this. I've got to walk through here because I want to make sure I get everything. Jump 2 years in the future.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind.
I'm not too familiar with Trespasser. I've done it
How
once.
have you been, Mother Giselle?
It's a long time ago.
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of...
And I yours. I should mention that your forces at Suladin keep with great help. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns. It is hardly for...
With respect, that's...
Victoria has proven adept at winning allies with both her intelligence and her faith. It is a blessing in these trying times. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine.
I believe she would appreciate... The Divine sees the good that you can do. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Ole. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them.
The Imperium?
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pav. It will be good to see him. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter.
You're going to apologize?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they... I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience.
Who has returned?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have...
Thank you.
Your worship, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Ole sees it. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
Corypheus is dead. If we're not needed any longer and it can be done peacefully.
Thank you.
Makes sense, you know, there's no organisations hanging around long after they have fulfilled their obligation. Can cause them to maybe evolve in a way that is not right. Okay.
Of course not.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
What the fuck? These are all going to come in use.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should... The palace has... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock. Idle chat with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I...
You'd like me to go?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right.
And then back to Skyhold with all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like...
Thank you for thinking of me.
Splendid. The past years have been...
I'll calm...
Went back quite.
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Was the woman in gold?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined... But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
That...
Then I...
Do I get to be back where I was? Okay. That's really loud. I don't know what that was all about.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
Am I interrupting something important?
Yes.
Which is perfect, because Bran here needed a break. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount...
Provisional Viscount.
Of Kirkwall.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now?
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out, you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a compt now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. Also, your mercenary company, the Valokas. They work for Kirkwall now. I just know my guard captain will love the Shokrakar.
Guard Captain Aveline has been to my office 11 times in the last week to complain.
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
What are you up to? I feel like I should be suspicious.
Look, it's really not that big a deal. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
chattery at its best, waiting for the right moment to wedge itself in.
Oh my.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal, and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
I'm getting a little worried for the palace, and any passers-by.
Good laugh, Blackwall, good laugh. Okay. $150. Wow. Jesus. That'll be plants, I'm guessing. So you can upgrade all your things, yeah. Got leathers, by the looks of it. Clothes. Oh, unlimited numbers of those, that's cool. But none of the, oh, actually there weren't any 2-4 leathers other than that one, weren't there? What about cloth? We've got the Avar twill, that'd be nice. Fail quartz, by any chance? No, just dragon bone. Okay, interesting. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. That just happened. Harden how time. Lying on a bench. Bench. Okay.
Oh.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
This seems serious.
It's not about me. It's about you. Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I really can't imagine what you mean.
I'm talking about marriage.
Marriage?
Of course, Dorian being Tevinter will raise eyebrows across the Empire, but if that is you... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
He said I was going to propose?
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
What did I just hear then? Right, hang on, where was I? Oh yeah, I already got that, yeah.
We shall see.
Interesting. Fuck it. Okay. Oh.
Here's you! And everyone! Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs. Just like best times.
Oh, he didn't actually say that. Ow, 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 ow. Okay.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
The Inquisition's still needed.
That's the problem. When people need us, they don't need them. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
Well, all I have to say is, call me Red Friggin' Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! Anus! So stupid.
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never in the group.
Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade. Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternirs, governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings, ruled by Arls. And then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect delirium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification, under the reign of Mafrath's son, Izarath.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasrath, remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief.
Oh, you guys. You got me.
So random. Oh my god, let me out, let me out of the bar. Go behind the bar. Okay, this is going to be bizarre. I'll make up a coffee. Okay, that's cracking.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
I appreciate the help getting him elsewhere.
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
I'm pleased for both of you.
The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
Okay. Bottom left. How do you describe bottom left? That's okay. Over here where Cullen is.
I should look around. I should look around.
So you should look around. Why are you saying that?
Darling, you made it. Excellent.
I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. How are your international relations with our favorite Tevinter Magister-to-be?
Things are excellent. Thank you for asking.
I'm glad to hear it. You've done so much, darling. You deserve to be happy.
You must be keeping very busy.
Someone has to keep the mess that's been made of Thaddeus's institutions of magic from flying apart. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead. They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You could take him to Ferelden.
I did promise my sister a visit. The Inquisition will change after... Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine...
Right. Ah. might use that actually. Okay, time to spoken to Cullen, spoken to Vivian, spoken to Varric, Blackwall, Cole, Iron Bull, Sarah, Josephine, Cassandra. Where's Dorian? That's the question. Vivian, Cullen. The Duke and Dorian. I want to speak to Liliana
It's been
and
a while since so many gathered in this
Matey
place.
Boy first.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Of course not, Inquisitor. I was catching up with Redcliffe's Arn. He's here to represent Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
I'll try not to keep you from more important matters.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
Many are frightened of the Inquisition's power, but I will do all I can to allay their fears.
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
Explore the grounds. Let yourself be seen. The delegates need to put a face to the legend. I have much to do, but let me say this. I may no longer be your spy master, but I am always here if you require.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais. Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
The fuck did she go? We've got another. Is that her over there?
Maker.
Is that Gaspard? No. It says that I can speak to her again, but she is fucked off. Where are you, Liliana? You are full on buggered off. She's chilling down here. Oh, that could be her. Oh my god. Oh, she's there.
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
And that makes you sad?
It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I see are hands rubbed raw to make gold gleam, tears shed in the night over silk embroidery. Others overlook them and forget their pain, but I am divine and I cannot be blind. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
I'd fear anyone with our vault of secrets, wouldn't you?
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. The Inquisition's time is coming to an end.
Is that the decree of her perfection, Divine Victoria?
As divine, it is my duty to think of Thedas and all our peoples. You and I have come so far through the darkness together. It is time for us both to live in the light. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you.
We'll handle this.
Hey, lover boy.
Ole is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition...
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is a good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you. Or want you. It may even kill you. But we'll miss you. If it counts. And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Just noticed Iron Bull passed out. Yeah.
Tommen never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
Tevinter needs someone like you.
My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the Magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
What of us? This is it, then?
Nonsense. There will always be an us. We'll just be farther apart for a time. Now, don't pout. They'll put that expression on a statue, and then you'll be sorry.
You think this is funny?
Nothing about this is funny. I am sorry, for what it's worth.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, Amatus. I won't be entirely without support. May vary. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping.
I wish you safe trap.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. Magister... A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are the man I love, Amatus. Nothing will truly keep us apart.
Let's get it on.
Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
Okay, that's... Quest pissing me off.
Watch your tongue. Make a smile upon me.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now,
Quick
Artyom,
light.
as to your concerns...
Can't he stick
The
around?
Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden
No worries.
territory. You
Shut up.
outright seized Caer Bronnock in Crestwood.
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back to them?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What?
This is highly irregular.
Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess. The guard said we should both see this. I believe she was correct. A Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
So what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Kenari military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Tal Vashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more.
We need to find out what's going on. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will extend the recess as long as possible. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
I am grievously regretful of the inconvenience, but you must all live elsewhere.
Looks like he came down over the railing.
So we go there, but...
An active Eluvian? If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone. He's called Tom Rainier now, I like that. This is the crossroads. Morgan brought me here while showing me the Eluvians.
Okay. Head left. Dorian using Tommy's using lightning. Yeah, boy. Oh, okay, we've all got some levels up. Well, we've got some levels up. Oh my god, we'll just... Sarah, you have a level up, don't you? No, okay. Right,
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Let us see where this Kunari came from.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
wait, what? What? Oh, I'm in the fucking... Yeah, no, to your immediate left, read the book of... What? To your immediate left. There's a book. Well, there's not. But, okay.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
I mean, I think I've gone through the wrong... Yeah, okay, I went through the wrong mirror. Because this is like not got any of the things the guide's saying. Don't be a long way of time. Come on. That's really the wrong way of time just to go back to there, and it was just that. Oh, come on. Finish loading. Jesus. Christ, okay. Came here. Right into the chantry-like building. Unless you mean back in the one I fucking came. That's the one I came from. This one doesn't open.
Is something wrong?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
Oh, well, I mean, that was not very fucking specific. Maybe this is it.
Why are we playing silly buggers out here?
Okay, yeah, this is not specified now.
Oh look! More demons for us to clean out!
Make it take you!
Right, now follow the blood trail. Okay. That's all. Mostly going to focus on this page. We'll put fade step in there for there, so I can skip out if I need to. Fire mines, not really putting me using those much. Is there an ability for? No, there's no lightning mine, is there? Static cage. Lightning bolt will probably be what I need to get. What do you mean no on the barrier? Well, yeah, because the barrier didn't fucking do anything. What the fuck? Because I've got the sigil. Okay, so Dorian's in charge of picking up that shit then. Okay. Yeah.
Looking for ruins and dead people. Why do I keep coming back for trips like this?
You return because the cause is greater than yourself, and to keep us humble, you are needed.
What?
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Qunari were here, and who did this to them. Over there, Qunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
The elves bound a spirit here.
What does it want? We're visitors.
Whoa.
Make it take you!
I think that spirit considered us intruders.
Wait, fire, yeah.
Maybe it's all the intruding we did? When we intruded?
It must have been set to guard something. A letter by the Canary. Why are they translating it into our language?
Right, okay.
That was like veil fire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Slaves? Of other elves? The old elves? Pissers.
This whole valley was a sanctuary, created by the dread wolf Fen-Harel.
Okay, Solus.
The Dalish elves' god of misfortune.
Wounds on the back, no blood on his sword. Someone took him by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry. This is Fen-Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
He took great pains to renounce his supposed divinity.
But Fenny helping is bonkers.
Fen-Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
This claims the elven gods were just Evanuris. Powerful, but completely mortal mages.
Was this the start of an uprising? Freed elven slaves against their former masters?
If that's...
Ah! Are you hurt?
The anchor flared up. It's fine now.
Well, I'm not using that yet, but we've got a new ability. Oh.
This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Oh, head back outside and then... Oh my god, where do I get back up? That's where I came from.
This place makes my skin crawl.
Canary.
Bash it on! The Inquisition doesn't leave alive.
Another blighter!
Oh, okay. Head right and down. Wait, what? Near the shore. I'll have to set it out. Oh, I have to delete all of this so I can get the beeps out of the way. I'm so confused. It's telling me there's something down here and there isn't. Come on, give me a blip. Yes. Child mode. There we go. Right, okay. Ooh, holy shit.
Why did those Qunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
Qunari never act without orders. A commander in the Qun must have given them.
Are you saying the entire Qunari nation wants us dead?
Well, at last the Inquisition and Tevinter have something in common.
that barrier doesn't lead to anything. What about this one? Oh, it leads to that. I see. I get it. I get it. Recharge it? No. Okay. Okay, it can't be that important. It's a sigil, it says anyway. Okay.
That's Fen-Harel, removing the face markings from a Dalish elf.
Not Dalish. They weren't Dalish yet, right?
Maybe the markings used to have a different meaning. Well, it's the same picture on both sides, so it's... What? Oh. Duh. What's this? Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Ebenuris, posing as gods.
Interesting word, Ebenuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
The Dalish are going to shit themselves.
This letter says the Qunari came to these ruins because the Illuvians connect to Halam Shiral.
A staging ground.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Qunari came here before we go. A note about an unknown intruder coming through an Illuvian. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
It must be a mage. They killed any Qunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
Two parties, then. The Qunari and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on. We have to warn people about the Qunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
Okay, we'll take a break here. Wow, there's a lot to do in this.
One dead Qunari was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Qunari may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now, Your Holiness.
Cullen, please just call me Liliana.
Yes, Liliana.
It appears the
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Qunari do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
Be that as it may, the Qunari must be our top priority. We can worry about the politics later.
My apologies. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
We, Your Holiness? You do, Josie?
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Qunari are doing, and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Such changeable weather this season.
There.